The Bryan Bros and Peter Finch need our help this week. Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the Scratch Golf Show. If you're new here to the channel, welcome. My name is Marco and I'm your host. Here on the Scratch Golf Show, we talk about all things golf, YouTube, and professional. And I'm going to tell you today why the Bryan Bros and Peter Finch need our help. But first, I need your help because I have a huge goal in June this month, and June ends today, of doing my first ever month with 1,000 subscribers gained, 4 digits in 1 month. So smash that subscribe button and help me hit my June goal. Now, let's get into the video. As we know, the Bryan Bros are returning to professional golf this week in the BMW International Open on the DP World Tour, or the European Tour, for those who don't know, via a sponsor's exemption. Wesley Bryan making his first professional start since being suspended by the PGA Tour alongside his brother George. I can't imagine how cool that's got to be, playing in a professional golf event alongside your brother in a very cool, high-profile event like a BMW International Open and getting a sponsor's exemption. So why do the Bryan Bros need our help? Because for that very reason, they received a sponsor's exemption to play into this event. Why they're doing this is because the people who run this tournament basically feel the Bryan Bros can help this tournament by bringing their eyes and their audience to the event. So you, the viewers who watch the Bryan Bros, have that much power that you guys are influencing a tour, not affiliate, well, it is affiliated with the PGA Tour, but a professional golf tour to invite your favorite YouTube golfers who, yes, they are professionals, but at the end of the day, both George and Wesley, I would say, are full-time content creators at this point. You, the viewer, have influenced a professional golf tour to invite your two favorite your two favorite YouTube golfers to their event. So go show them some support. Go watch the event if you can. I know it's going to be tough. I, for one, love coffee golf. I love waking up at 4 or 5 a.m., sipping on some coffee and watching golf. We're getting into that swing of things from the professional golf standpoint on the schedule. We've got the Scottish Open coming up. We've got the Open Championship coming up. So who knows? Maybe I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and watch the boys, depending on when their tee times are, once that's announced. And keep in mind, I will come back later this week once their tee times are officially announced, to keep you all in the loop, to make sure you can watch and where you can be watching them. But I, for one, will be watching, so go show them some support. The reason they're doing this, for these types of sponsors exemptions, for guys like the Bryan Bros or even Grant getting a sponsor exemption into the Barracuda Championship later this year, is to get eyes on these types of events. Like I said, the tour, the people who run these are paying a lot of money to put their name behind this event. They're paying a lot of money to do that, and a benefit of paying all that money is they get to invite people to the event because they have that type of partnership. They chose to invite Wesley and George. They could have invited anyone. They chose to invite Wesley and George, so you, the viewer, need to go show this event some support. Like I said, come back later this week. If you're not able to figure out where to watch, I'll put out a video later this week with links, times, everything you're going to need to know on where we can show these boys some support. George, Wes, good luck this week, fellas. We're rooting for you. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you think they're going to make the cut? I know Wesley doesn't really work weekends anymore. I know he's not really used to that. George, on the other hand, has made a cut on the PGA Tour recently. Wesley, on the other hand, like I said, doesn't really play weekends. But fellas, best of luck. Another guy who needs our support this week is Peter Finch. Peter, I think this is the first time I've ever talked about you on the channel. I know maybe a couple times in passing of the live duels since you were in the trailer, but congratulations on conquering your demons, on getting through regional qualifying. If you guys didn't know, Peter Finch, I posted his video on his channel, medaled last week in regional qualifying to advance to the final stage of Open qualifying to get into the Open Championship here in a few weeks at Royal Portrush. It's something that I haven't watched a ton of Peter's content, but from the sounds of it, I know it's something that he's really struggled with, and the fact that he medaled and got through and conquered those demons, Peter, congratulations. Would love to have you on for an interview sometime. But I was watching his video earlier today, and I saw the amount of people out there watching him, supporting him, and that's a very similar type of situation. I was scrolling through Twitter earlier today, or sorry, X now, and the official X account of the Open Championship, or the RNA, the RNA runs it, posted Peter's final qualifying tee times, basically saying, content creator, golfer, dream chaser, Peter Finch is through to next week's final qualifying and one step closer to the 153rd Open, tweeting out his tee times, a picture of him, I'll put the graphic up here, and figuring out a link on where to follow it. And just another instance of stuff like you guys, the viewer. This is possible because of you. You don't realize the amount of power that you have watching these YouTube golf videos. This stuff wasn't possible 5 years ago. From someone who loves professional golf and understands the world of professional golf and has seen the evolution of content over the last 5 years get into professional golf, this isn't possible. And all four major organizations in golf, out I guess 5 or 6, but the four majors have all gotten involved in YouTube at some form of capacity this year. We saw the Augusta National women's amateur get involved with the Major Cut Series. The PGA of America got involved by letting them do the Major Cut Series at Quail Hollow. All the content creators who got access to Oakmont. The Bryan Bros are doing a Major Cut Series or a Major Cut video in England for their channel. Wesley commented and confirmed that. Peter Finch is out here doing final qualifying, and they're out here promoting it because you guys, they're trying to capture your eyes. You don't realize the power that you have, the viewer. These major entities are trying to capture your eyes or the eyes of the audiences of your favorite YouTube golf creators. That's why you're seeing the Bryan Bros get into professional golf events like they are on the DP World Tour this week, or why you're seeing the major entities in golf get involved in content, minus the PGA Tour, because as we know, they have been lacking the most behind in content outside of all the major organizations: Augusta National, USGA, RNA, PGA of America, Live, even the PGA Tour ranks 6th in that content department. But show Peter some love. Go. He's playing at 7:50 a.m. and it looks like 1:35 p.m. British time. I will do my best to figure out the time for Eastern, but I'll put the link in the below on how to follow. Show him some support. I'm sure he's going to be super nervous. Peter, best of luck to you this week. But it's just crazy. I don't think you guys realize the power and the influence you, the viewer, have, and how crazy it is that stuff like this is happening in the professional golf world. And the only reason it's happening is because these major entities see the power of YouTube golf. And I only think it's going to get better from here. We've seen maybe a decline in YouTube golf, but for me, I still only see it going up. The way these major organizations in the pro world are getting involved, it's only going to raise the entity and raise YouTube golf even higher and higher. Anyway, like I said, I need your help, so smash that subscribe button. Go show these fellows some love. Come back if you're interested in hearing if the Bryan Bros are going to make the cut or when they're going to be teeing off. I'll release it, like I said, a video later this week. Peace.